All right, today we're jumping into one of the most fascinating commands in the entire book of Revelation. It's a single phrase that, believe it or not, changes everything. We're going to unlock the mystery of Revelation chapter 10.
So here it is. This is the verse that's at the very heart of what we're talking about today. The Apostle John, he's just had this unbelievable vision, and then he gets this command. But check this out. There's one little word in here that creates this huge mystery. Did you see it? It's that word, again.
I mean, think about it. Why again? Wasn't he already prophesying? The whole book is a prophecy, right? So what on earth could have happened to make him need a totally new commission? That's the puzzle we're going to put together today.
Okay, first up, a strange command. To really get this, we have to look at the vision itself. Let's dive into the kind of bizarre and super powerful scene where John gets this instruction. So John's in the middle of this vision, and he sees this mighty angel, 1 foot on the sea, 1 foot on the land, holding this little open book, a scroll. And then he gets told to do something really weird. He's told to take the book and eat it. Now, this isn't just for show, it's symbolic. It means he has to completely consume, to internalize this message before he can even think about proclaiming it. And the experience? It's described as bittersweet. And this really nails the two sides of the mission, right? On one hand, receiving God's truth, the gospel, well, that's sweet. It's all about grace and joy. But then comes the hard part. Proclaiming that truth in a world that doesn't always want to hear it, that often brings opposition, hardship. That's the bitter part. And this is the reality check for the commission John's about to get. Okay, section 2. 2 kinds of prophecy. You know that whole bittersweet thing is a huge clue that something has fundamentally changed. The key to cracking this whole prophecy again thing is realizing that, not all prophecy is created equal. There are really 2 different kinds. Think of it like this. There's prophecy before the cross, and there's prophecy after the cross. Before Jesus, the message was veiled, It was always pointing forward, hinting at a Messiah who was still to come. It was like a sealed book, just packed with mystery. But after the cross, everything changes. The message is completely unveiled. It's not about what's going to happen anymore. It's all about what Jesus has already done. The book is wide open. And hey, don't just take my word for it. The Apostle Paul explains this perfectly. He says that when you read the Old Testament, there's this veil that's still there. But that veil is torn away, it's completely removed in Christ. Suddenly, the mystery is solved. This verse here really drives the point home. It's showing that exact shift. In the past, God spoke through the prophets, kind of in shadows and symbols. But now, in these last days, he has spoken fully, finally, through his Son. The revelation isn't just a piece of the puzzle anymore. It's the whole picture. Okay, section 3, the great turning point. So this massive shift from a veiled message to an unveiled one, it didn't just happen randomly. There was a specific turning point, a single moment in history. And believe it or not, a moment that's captured right inside the book of Revelation itself. Just look at how the book of Revelation is structured. It starts out with all this imagery that feels very Old Testament, right? Lampstands, thrones, priestly clothes. It echoes the old prophets. But then you hit chapter 5 and bam, everything pivots. A sealed book shows up, and nobody in heaven or on earth can open it until the Lamb who was slain steps forward. This is it. This is the great reveal. And from that moment on, the entire story is about what this Lamb has done. So by the time we get to our chapter 10, that book isn't sealed anymore. It's open for all to see. And this incredible turning point has a name. It's the finished work of Jesus. It is the singular event, his death and his resurrection, that wrapped up God's entire plan of redemption and just blew the lid off the mystery of the ages. This right here is the key to everything. Part 4, a mission transformed. Okay, so follow the logic here. If the message itself has been completely transformed, doesn't it make sense that the mission to carry that message would be transformed too? Of course. And we see a perfect example of this in what Jesus himself told his disciples. Think about it. The first time Jesus sends his disciples out, he tells them, take nothing. No staff, no bag, no money. The whole point was for them to learn total dependence on God. But then later on, right before his crucifixion, he completely flips the script. He says, okay, but now if you have a purse, take it. And if you don't have a sword, sell your cloak and buy one. The mission was entering a brand new phase, a tougher one that required being prepared for a fight. Now, this wasn't Jesus contradicting himself, not at all. It was a new commission for a new era, the era after the cross. And this is the exact same kind of shift that John is going through in Revelation. He is being recommissioned, given new orders for the new reality of the finished work. All right, section 5. Let's bring all these puzzle pieces together. The finished work. It's time to answer the big question, what does it really mean to prophesy again? And here's the answer. To prophesy again means you're declaring a testimony that is brand new. It's not about the old prophecy, the one that was always looking forward, hoping for a Messiah to come. No, this is the new testimony. It's about declaring the fulfilled, finished, and victorious work of Jesus Christ to the entire world. So, what Revelation 10 shows us is, well, it's huge. It reveals Jesus' full glory and authority. It shows us the gospel isn't a secret anymore. It's an open book. God's whole redemptive mystery, it's complete. We finally get why the mission is both sweet and bitter. And most importantly, we see that the church has this massive global mission to get this news out there. You see, John's personal command to prophesy again isn't just for him. It's really a mirror of the Great Commission that was given to every single believer. Go to all nations, be my witnesses. From right where you are to the ends of the earth. It's the same call. And that really is the bottom line, isn't it? The mission is far from over. That command given to John on the island of Patmos, it echoes down through the centuries, right to you and me today. It's our call, our job, to declare the reality of what Jesus has already done. So I'm going to leave you with this to think about. We're not waiting around for some mystery to be solved. We are living in the middle of its fulfillment. The book is open. So the question for us is, how does knowing that, really knowing that, change the way we bear witness to it today? How does it change how we share this incredibly sweet and, yeah, sometimes bitter truth with the world around us?